Imagine this, a company valued at $30 billion, outshining Ford, promising to revolutionize trucking with zero-emission wonders. But in a blink, it's all unraveling. Founder in prison, trucks gathering dust, assets scattered at auction. What if one man's bold vision turned into a billion-dollar mirage? Today, we dive into the electrifying rise and shocking fall of Nikola Corporation. Buckle up. This journey through time reveals the highs, lows, and hard lessons of ambition gone awry. A massive Nikola One truck barrels down a desert highway, symbolizing the future of clean energy. But here's the twist. It's not driving, it's just rolling downhill, staged for the cameras. This deception, exposed in 2020, ignited a firestorm that would consume Nikola. Founder Trevor Milton, once hailed as a visionary, resigns in disgrace. Fast forward to February 2025. The company files for bankruptcy. Its dreams dissolved into auctions and asset sales. How did a startup inspired by Nikola Tesla end up here? Let's rewind the clock and trace the path. But every empire starts with a spark. Our story begins in 2014 in a Utah basement. Trevor Milton, an entrepreneur with big dreams, founds Nikola Corporation. Named after the legendary inventor Nikola Tesla, the company sets its sights on heavy-duty trucks, a niche ignored by Tesla Inc. itself. Milton's vision? Battery electric and hydrogen fuel cell semis that could haul long distances without emissions. Early on, Nikola unveils prototypes like the Nikola One, touting hydrogen as a game-changer. Media buzzes, investors flock. Despite doubts about hydrogen infrastructure, the promise of zero-emission trucking fuels the hype. By 2020, strategic partnerships, including with General Motors, validate the dream. Would you bet on a tech that could clean up the planet's dirtiest industry? The stage is set for stardom, but success demands capital. And in the roaring 2020 market, Nikola finds a shortcut to billions. June 2020. Nikola goes public via a SPAC merger with VectoIQ, bypassing traditional IPO scrutiny. Shares skyrocket, valuing the company at $30 billion, more than Ford. Partnerships with GM bolster confidence, plans for truck rollouts by 2022, and hydrogen stations excite Wall Street. Milton pitches Nikola as the next Tesla, but for trucks. The hype is electric. Ambitious reveals, media spotlights. Nikola's stock becomes a darling in the EV boom. Analogous to a rookie athlete scoring a championship-winning goal, Nikola seems unstoppable. But beneath the gloss, whispers of overpromises. Yet, just as the party peaks, a single report shatters the illusion. September 2020, Hindenburg Research drops a bombshell report. Accusations fly. Milton and Nikola exaggerated tech claims, misled investors. That viral video? Not a functioning truck, but a gravity-assisted stunt. Milton resigns as executive chairman. The fallout is brutal. Stock plummets. In 2022, Milton is convicted of securities fraud. Prosecutors call him a con man who faked prototypes, even slapping Nikola logos on GM parts. Sentenced to 4 years in 2023, though pardoned by President Trump in March 2025.
He went fought for 5 years of his life, and he did nothing wrong. And he's a good person.
Milton's exit leaves Nikola reeling. The company settles with the SEC for $125 million, admitting no wrongdoing, but trust shattered. Like a house of cards in a gale, Nikola's foundation crumbles. Would you have spotted the red flags early? Operational delays compound the chaos. Production timelines slip, losses mount. Survival mode kicks in, but the road ahead darkens. Post-scandal, Nikola pivots under new CEOs like Mark Russell and later Steve Gursky. Focus shifts to transparency, realistic goals. But challenges pile up. Consistent losses from R&D, legal fees, infrastructure costs. The Nikola Tre battery electric truck faces delays. Hydrogen plans lag. By 2024, lawsuits swirl. Milton sues the board for misconduct, EV market headwinds hit, slowing sales, rising rates, competition. Nikola warns of cash shortages. February 2025. Bankruptcy filing in Delaware. With $47 million cash left, it produces 83 trucks in Q3 2024, but loses nearly $200 million. CEO Gursky cites market factors, but the board sees bankruptcy as the best path. Customers scramble. IMC Logistics hikes hydrogen costs from $7.50 to $29 per kilogram, parking some trucks. 4Gen Logistics idles its fleet over maintenance fears. Nikola's saga isn't just a corporate obituary, it's a mirror to the EV revolution's perils. In 2025, with AI reshaping industries and economic volatility spiking, Nikola highlights overhyping risks. Like a sports team betting everything on one star player, reliance on Milton's charisma backfired. Key lessons: transparency trumps hype. Robust governance catches fraud early. The heavy-duty EV market demands patience. Hydrogen infrastructure isn't ready, as skeptics warned. Broader trends: EV sales slow amid policy shifts, like Trump's moves against Biden's incentives. Nikola's fall echoes others: Fisker, Lordstown, Proterra, Bankrupt. Amid funding droughts, innovation persists. Question for you: in a world chasing sustainability, how do we balance ambition with accountability? These insights arm us for tomorrow's disruptions. Now, back to the endgame. April 2025. Bankruptcy auction unfolds. Lucid Group acquires Nikola's Arizona facilities, Coolidge Factory, and Phoenix HQ for $30 million in cash and assets, adding 884,000 square feet. Lucid gains testing chambers, dynamometers, boosting its air and gravity production. It offers jobs to 300+ ex-Nikola staff, salvaging talent, but no trucks or tech included. May 2025, 103 hydrogen tray FCEVs hit auction via Gordon Brothers, operational with 500-mile range, 536 horsepower. Spare parts, hydrogen gear follow. A sliver of Nikola lives on, perhaps snapped up by rivals. Customers hope for buyers to sustain ops. States eye hydrogen infrastructure. From basement dreams to auction blocks, the cycle closes. Nikola's journey, from 2014 spark to 2025 ashes, teaches resilience in volatility. Will hydrogen trucking rebound? With players like Lucid expanding, the EV space evolves. Nikola's remnants could fuel the next breakthrough. What about you? Share in the comments. Have you witnessed a business pivot like this? Subscribe for more deep dives into corporate thrillers. Next up, the AI boom's hidden pitfalls. Check our links for masterclass courses on leadership or Shopify for your startup tools. Thanks for watching.